Days of Our Lives session with Beau Brady beneath Salem's brilliant sunshine, where love forever walks beside danger. A new storm is gathering, and its eye is Megan Hathaway. After years in the shadows, Megan has returned not merely to reclaim Beau Brady's heart but to execute the most ruthless scheme of her life: eliminate Hope Brady from the game. In Megan's mind, once Hope falls, Beau will be hers for eternity. Thus, every step Megan now takes is fixed on one solitary goal. Hope's death, the pivotal key that will unlock a final triumph for this dangerously obsessed woman. A resurrection from the ashes. Beau Brady's return to Salem is nothing short of a miracle. For over 2 years, he lay trapped in a coma, his body a prisoner of the sterile confines of a hospital bed. Before that, he endured 8 years in a cryogenic chamber, a pawn in the sinister experiments of Megan Hathaway and the deranged Dr. Wilhelm Rolfe. His awakening is a beacon of hope for his family, a chance to mend broken bonds and reclaim the life stolen from him. Yet, as Beau steps back into the world, he is blissfully unaware of the dark forces circling him, led by a woman whose love for him has curdled into something monstrous. The moment Beau opened his eyes, the Brady family erupted in joy. His son, Sean Brady, shed the crushing guilt that had haunted him since the day he accidentally shot his father. His daughter, Sierra, introduced him to his grandchildren, little Beau and Addie, their innocent smiles a stark contrast to the turmoil that awaited. And then there was Hope, his fancy face, the love of his life. Their reunion was a tapestry of tears and whispered promises, a vow to never let go again. But even as Beau basked in the warmth of his family, a shadow loomed on the horizon. Megan Hathaway, the architect of his suffering, was not done with him yet. A past steeped in tragedy. To understand Megan's deadly fixation, one must delve into the labyrinth of her past with Beau. Their story began decades ago, in the haze of high school romance, when Beau was a young man with a roguish charm and Megan was a DiMera heiress with stars in her eyes. But what began as youthful infatuation grew into an obsession that consumed Megan's soul. When Beau chose Hope, Megan's heart shattered, and the fragments festered into a hatred that would define her life. In 2015, Beau's world crumbled when he was diagnosed with a brain tumor. As he lay dying in Hope's arms, Megan saw an opportunity. With the help of her late father, Stefano DiMera, and Dr. Rolfe, she orchestrated a plan to cheat death itself. Beau's body was spirited away to a secret laboratory on DiMera Island, where Rolfe removed the tumor and placed Beau in a cryogenic chamber. For years, he was neither dead nor alive, a ghost in a glass coffin, while Megan plotted her next move. When Beau awoke in 2023, he was no longer the man he had been. Megan's experiments had stripped him of his memories, turning him into a puppet who danced to her tune. She brainwashed him, convincing him that he was her loyal enforcer, a far cry from the devoted husband and father he once was. But even Megan's control was not absolute. In a moment of clarity, Beau's love for Hope broke through, only to be met with tragedy. Sean, mistaking his father for a threat, shot him, plunging Beau into another coma. Now, as Beau awakens once more, Megan's obsession reignites, and her plans grow darker than ever. The cost of survival. Beau's return is not without its scars. Salem is a town forever changed, and the losses Beau has endured are staggering. His father, Victor Kyriakis, and his father-in-law, Doug Williams, both passed away while he was lost to the world. The news hits Beau like a tidal wave, each revelation a fresh wound. But the most devastating blow comes when he learns of John Black's death. John, his friend and brother-in-arms, sacrificed his life to save Beau, succumbing to the effects of Ver-6, a drug used to pull Beau from the brink. The weight of John's sacrifice threatens to crush Beau, but it also fuels his determination to protect his family from the forces that seek to destroy them. As Beau grapples with his grief, he begins to piece together the truth. Every tragedy, every loss, traces back to one source: Megan Hathaway. It was her experiments that kept him alive, yes, but at what cost? She stole years of his life, tore him from his family, and turned him into a weapon. Beau's gratitude for his survival is overshadowed by a burning need for justice. He knows that Megan is not the type to fade quietly into the night. She is a predator, and she is coming for him, and for Hope. Megan's deadly ambition somewhere in the shadows, Megan Hathaway is plotting her return. The news of Beau's awakening has reached her, carried on the whispers of Salem's underbelly. To Megan, Beau is not just a man, he is her destiny, the one thing she cannot live without. But standing in her way is Hope Brady, the woman who has always been her rival. In Megan's warped mind, Hope is the obstacle, the thief who stole Beau's heart. And obstacles, Megan believes, are meant to be removed. Her plan is as simple as it is horrifying: Hope must die. Megan envisions a world where Hope is gone, where Beau, broken and vulnerable, turns to her for solace. She dreams of molding him into the man she always wanted him to be, hers, and hers alone. The thought consumes her, driving her to the edge of sanity. She paces the dimly lit rooms of her hideout, her mind racing with possibilities. A poisoned drink slipped into Hope's hand? A staged accident on the cliffs outside Salem? Or perhaps something more personal, a knife in the dark, wielded by Megan herself? Each scenario plays out in her mind like a twisted symphony, and she savors every note. Megan is no stranger to violence. Her past is littered with the bodies of those who crossed her. She has survived electrocution, betrayal, and even a bullet meant for another. Each brush with death has only made her more cunning, more ruthless. She knows that killing Hope will not be easy. Hope is a survivor, a fighter, a woman who has faced down demons and lived to tell the tale. But Megan is patient. She will wait for the perfect moment, the perfect weakness, and when it comes, she will strike. A family on the brink in Salem, the Brady family is rallying around Beau, determined to protect him from the dangers that lurk in the shadows. Hope, ever vigilant, senses that something is wrong. She has faced Megan before and knows the depths of her cruelty. The thought of losing Beau again is unbearable, but Hope is no damsel in distress. She is a woman forged in fire, and she will fight to her last breath to keep her family safe. Sean, still haunted by the memory of shooting his father, vows to make things right. He throws himself into his work as a police officer, scouring Salem for any sign of Megan's return. Sierra, meanwhile, is a pillar of strength, balancing her role as a mother with her determination to protect her father. Together, the Bradys form an unbreakable front, but they know that Megan is a master of deception. She could be anywhere, watching, waiting, biding her time. As summer descends on Salem, the tension is palpable. The town is alive with whispers of Megan's possible return, and the Brady family braces for the worst. Beau, still recovering from his ordeal, is torn between his desire to stay in Salem and the pull of a quieter life abroad. Hope urges him to stay, to heal among those who love him, but Beau is restless. He knows that Megan's shadow looms over them, and he cannot shake the feeling that the worst is yet to come. The stage is set. Megan Hathaway's return to Salem is inevitable. Whether she arrives on the anniversary of her escape, July 6, 2025, or slips into town under the cover of darkness, one thing is certain: she will stop at nothing to claim Beau Brady. Her obsession has festered for too long, and her thirst for revenge against Hope burns brighter than ever. The stage is set for a showdown that will shake Salem to its core, a clash of love, betrayal, and deadly ambition. For Beau and Hope, the road ahead is fraught with peril. Their love has survived countless trials, but Megan's wrath is a force unlike any they have faced before. As the summer unfolds, the Brady family will be tested, their bond stretched to the breaking point. Will they emerge stronger, or will Megan's deadly plan tear them apart forever? In the heart of Salem, a battle is brewing, one that will determine the fate of Beau and Hope Brady. And Megan Hathaway, with her cold smile and blood-soaked dreams, is ready to play her final card. For her, there is no going back. Hope must die, and Beau must be hers. The question is, will she succeed, or will the unbreakable spirit of the Brady family prevail? Megan Hathaway's final move, will she kill Hope Brady? In the tangled web of days of our lives, few storylines burn with the slow, dangerous intensity of Megan Hathaway's obsession with Beau Brady. But Megan's return to Salem in 2025 brings with it more than just the hope of reclaiming lost love. It marks the launch of her most calculated and vicious plan yet. For Megan, there is only one obstacle that stands between her and Beau, Hope Brady. And in Megan's warped mind, there's only one way to deal with obstacles: eliminate them. Love, obsession, and the edge of madness. Megan and Beau's relationship began decades ago as a teenage romance, but it died the moment Beau chose Hope. While most would move on, Megan did the opposite. She allowed the heartbreak to curdle into obsession. Over the years, Megan's love for Beau transformed into a toxic fixation. She stole his body from Hope's arms, preserved him in cryogenic stasis, and reprogrammed his mind. She resurrected Beau. Not for his sake, but to mold him into her version of the perfect partner. But love that is forced can never truly last. Even with his memories wiped, Beau's love for Hope broke through. That defiance enraged Megan, and now, her mind is set: Hope must die. Without Hope, Megan believes Beau will be vulnerable, broken, and desperate. In that fragile state, he will turn to her, and finally, be hers. The plan to kill Hope. Megan's plot isn't built on impulse. This is cold, strategic murder. She has spent months in hiding, gathering her remaining resources from the DiMera legacy, and reaching out to old allies and new assassins. There are whispers she's planning a staged accident along the cliffs of Salem, where Hope often walks alone. A poisonous agent, crafted by Dr. Rolfe, one that can't be traced, like the Versix drug that once nearly killed Beau. An inside man, planted inside Salem's police force to tamper with evidence and buy her time. A direct attack, perhaps the most dangerous of all, Megan herself, hiding in plain sight, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. She's patient. She's survived death more than once. This time, she doesn't plan to leave loose ends. Will Megan succeed? On paper, Megan has the upper hand. She's unpredictable, resourced, and consumed by purpose. But she also faces formidable resistance. Beau Brady may still be recovering, but he's no longer blind to Megan's manipulations. He's haunted by the lives lost in her wake: John Black, Victor Kiriakis, and the years stolen from his family. Beau is angry, and for the first time, that anger is directed at Megan. Hope Brady is no stranger to danger. She's fought Stefano DiMera, risen from the dead, and stared down villains twice Megan's size. She knows Megan is out there, and she's ready. Sean and Sierra, Beau and Hope's children, are united. Sean, burdened with guilt for shooting Beau, is determined to protect his family at all costs. Sierra stands as a pillar of strength, refusing to let her parents become victims again. The town of Salem is on high alert. Rumors of Megan's return are already spreading. Allies like Steve Johnson, Kayla Brady, and Marlena Evans are keeping watch, knowing what Megan is capable of. The truth is, Megan's timing may be perfect, but Salem is no longer the town she once manipulated so easily. A dangerous summer ahead. As the summer of 2025 unfolds, the shadows in Salem grow deeper. Megan is moving, and her steps are silent, deliberate. The anniversary of her last escape, July 6th, looms near. If she's going to strike, it will be then. But will she succeed? History says no. Hope Brady has died before and returned stronger. She is not just a character, she's a legacy. Killing her would mean shaking days of our lives to its very core. It's a high-stakes gamble, and even Meghan knows she may only get one shot. The verdict: Meghan Hathaway may believe that killing Hope is the final piece in her twisted fairy tale, but the odds are not in her favor. The Brady family is stronger than ever, united in grief, loyalty, and love. Meghan is dangerous, but Salem has defeated worse. In the end, it's likely Meghan's plan will cause pain, perhaps even injury or loss. But true death for Hope? That's a line even days of our lives rarely crosses without a resurrection plan in place. So, will Meghan succeed in killing Hope Brady? Probably not. But she may come close enough to leave Salem, and its viewers, breathless.